If you love Buka stew and you would love to make your own at home to taste exactly like the type you get at your local buka, then you have clicked on the right video. Hello beautiful people, welcome to my channel. My name is Remy and I make videos from Lagos, Nigeria. Before we start, if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, kindly do that now so you can see more of my recipes. To make this stew, you will need a blend of peppers and tomatoes. Where I live, this is a type that is still common for now, so I'll be using that tomatoes. This is Bawa, that's a Cayenne pepper, red scotch bonnet, rodo, and of course tatashe. Tatashe, fresh one, is still very expensive now, so I always have the dry tatashe at home. All I need to do is just soak them in water for 30 minutes before I'm ready to use them, and they are good to go. And for this soup, we'll be using offal, what we commonly call assorted meat here. And I have the shaki, I have the roundabout, the liver, I have a body. I don't know what that is called in English, but this is everything I'll be using. But before I use, I have washed them, so I'll go over them with very hot water, in fact boiling water, and I will just toss the meat around and leave everything in this bowl for a few minutes to thoroughly cleanse them, because just washing them in cold water will not clean them thoroughly enough. So it is important to do this to get rid of any bitterness that may be in the roundabout especially, and generally just to make sure that they're squeaky clean for cooking. I'm going to add some Ponmo, which I already fried. You can add beef to this, you can add cow leg, you can add your choice of proteins. You can do goat meat if you like. Adding some stock cubes, salt and onions, and I am not going to add water yet. I'm just going to allow this to release some juice on its own, which is what you can see now. Then I'll add more water to cook this thoroughly. I have boiled this for 30 minutes and they are now thoroughly cooked. It is very important for me to mention that for authentic Buka stew, there is no need to add ginger or garlic. I am not even going to say if you like, you can add it. No, we are doing authentic Buka stew, and for this one, there is no need to add ginger or garlic. We're just going to leave it basic, just your peppers, tomatoes, and onions, and that is all. I have heated up some oil in a pan. Not bleach, just heat it up enough, and I am going in with my pepper mix. This is my meat broth. I will add that. I will try to leave some measurements in the description box. This is the Ponmo I told you about. It's been fried, and I'll add that as soon as the pepper mix go into the pot. I'll leave this to cook for some 15 minutes, and 15 minutes later I will check to see if I need to add anything like stock cube or salt. I have tasted this and it does look like it can use a bit of salt. It is sweet enough. That's because my meat broth is rich and I will not be adding any stock cube, just a bit of salt. This is the assorted which I boiled. I decided to add some goat meat from my freezer, and that's what's going in now. If you would like to see the best way to cook white Ponmo, just keep your fingers crossed because I'll be uploading that very soon. The stew is still light, but not to worry, there's still enough time for it to thicken up. I'm going to cover and let it cook for another 10 to 15 minutes. Guys, this is almost ready. As you can see, the oil is starting to rise to the top. And what I'm going to do now, the stew is also thick enough, and I'm just going to leave it to simmer on very low heat, and this is it. Looking so good. The meat are soft. You don't want to be stressing when you're eating this. This looks really good and tastes very good as well. If you like this recipe, make sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not before you leave. There is no swallow you cannot enjoy this soup with, but what comes to mind now is amala, of course. You can even enjoy it with rice. It depends on you. But this stew is so delicious and very comforting. Please let me know if you will be trying this. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Bye bye.